students, today we will be doing with our 9th standard bridge course class. Like as we are going with the continuation of your bridge course class, today's topic under 9th standard bridge course class is reproduction in animals. Okay, now when we talk about reproduction in animals, we are even going to talk about two types of reproduction, that is with humans and apart from humans, animals also. Okay, human beings and animals and plants. So we are going to include all the three and I'll be explaining briefly, not in detail, because in your 10th standard also you are having this reproduction chapter where I will explain you in detail the process of reproduction. Here now you understand certain terms which are very important to be known in this reproduction in animals chapter. Now basically first understand what is reproduction. Now what is reproduction? Okay, re means again. Okay, re means repeating again. So re is again or repeat. And production means you're you're getting a new product. It can be a living thing or non-living thing. You're producing something new. So that is your reproduction. Now what is the topic here? Reproduction in animals. Now when I tell reproduction in animals, what will you understand? Why reproduction is necessary? What is reproduction? So these are the thoughts or the questions that your mind should know. So now let me answer to that question. Now first let me tell what is reproduction. Reproduction means that producing your young ones. Reproduction means producing your young ones. Now why reproduction is necessary? Now why is reproduction necessary? Now let me tell you why reproduction is necessary. Okay, when you go to like thousands of years back, now we are in 2000 era, correct? 2000, we are living in the 2000s. Okay, but you think about earlier when the world started. So if those people have not reproduced, will the earth life sustaining would have come till now? I am not telling only about humans, I am telling even about your plants, even about your animals, and then we come to ourselves. Okay, so if the plant is not, now only one tree was there and that tree is died and there will be no trees, only one animal is there and that animal would have not reproduced and that is also not there. Even human only two humans are there, and if that is also not there, no. To maintain the life existence on this earth or to maintain the ecology, reproduction is very necessary. Okay, to maintain the ecology balance. Ecology means what? Our environment. What I said when I took that environment, conservation of environment lesson, we are also the part of the environment, but we are not top of the environment. So we are also one part of the environment. So what we should do? Even we are also supposed to reproduce to maintain the ecology. That is to maintain a proper environmental circumstances. Understood? So now reproduction is necessary. We got to know. Now we will go with the certain topics of your reproduction. Now when I talk about reproduction, there are two types of reproduction. What are the two types are? One is sexual reproduction. The other one is asexual reproduction. When I tell sexual and asexual, now what do you mean sexual and asexual? Now you know whatever it is, if you take your plant, if you take your animal, if you take your microbes, when you take your humans, whatever you take, there are two genders. What is what? Genders. That is your male and your female. From your childhood you would have learned it. Isn't it, children? Lion, lioness. You learned women, men. Girl, boy. Like that you would have learned, isn't it? The same way, even in reproduction, based on the gender, we have classified into two types. Based on gender, okay, where both male and female. Male and female means what? Male means boy, man, men. Female means girl, women. Okay. So now when both male and female, male plus female, when they both contribute in the process of reproduction, that time we call it as sexual reproduction. If only one sex is included, if only one person is included, that we call as asexual reproduction. You're getting it? See, when both male and female are combining to produce their young ones, that time we call them as sexual reproduction. When only female part is there, that time we call as asexual. Not female. Sorry to tell, not female. Only one individual is responsible for the production of their young ones. Then we call as asexual reproduction. Now let me talk about what is asexual reproduction and then sexual reproduction. Before getting into what is asexual and sexual, we will learn a term called fertilization. We will learn a term called fertilization. Now what is fertilization? Now as I said no male and female. You got no boy and girl, male and female. When male gametes and female gametes fuse together, okay, to form a gamete. That is, wait, let me tell you what is a gamete. Gamete means, see, gamete is a reproductive cell. Gamete is a reproductive cell. Okay, gamete is a reproductive cell of a particular individual. So now when male gamete and female gamete fuse together, that moment a new gamete will be formed. That is said to be the fertilization. Okay, I am repeating, when male and female join together to produce their young ones, that is said to be fertilization. Now we will get into what is asexual reproduction. Now asexual is what? Now asexual means, I said only one individual will be responsible for the production of their young one. Now how it is possible? Now in that asexual reproduction, I will give you one example, that is your binary fission. Now what is this bi? Bi means two children. Bi means two. Okay. Fission means dividing. Fission is what? Dividing. Now I take one particular cell. Now this cell will get divided into two and they will form two individual cells. Now here whether we calculate, whether we can tell whether it's a male or a female. No, it was one individual. That has given rise to two individuals. Again this two will give rise to another two. This two again it will give rise to another two. This process is a binary fission. Okay, this binary fission you can be seen in amoeba. Okay, in your unicellular organism. So this we can tell as asexual reproduction. Now we will get into sexual reproduction. Okay, now what is sexual reproduction? Now in sexual reproduction we require two individuals. One is your male and one is your female. Okay, we require whom? We require male and we require female. Okay, now I will be telling what are the things which we require from your male and your female. The first one, male gamete, female gamete. What is it? Gamete means what? Reproductive cell. Now from male what we require? We require sperm. Okay. Sperm from male and female we require ovum. Okay. When they both fuse, see here, when they both fuse, sperm and ovum fuse, what will happen? Zygote is formed. Zygote means the small egg of your next individual. egg formation. Okay, the egg formation of your next individual. That is your zygote. Okay, now this zygote will grow up. Okay, will grow up and it will form an individual. Before forming an individual, baby will be born. When you are learning from your kindergarten and primary, you will learn even your young ones of your animals, cat, kitten and all, you will learn, right? The same way. Zygote. Next word is what? When it is developed, it is fetus. Fetus means baby. Fetus means baby in mother's womb. Fetus is baby in mother's womb. See, I made a chart for you people to understand. From male sperm, from female ovum, when they fuse together, we get a zygote. And zygote, when it is developed, we get fetus. So these are the terms which you are supposed to understand. And after this, there are two more things which I have to explain. So the next thing is internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal and external. Internal means, I spoke right, male and female gametes has to fuse. When it is taking place inside the body, when it is taking place inside the body, it is your internal fertilization. When it is taking place outside, when it is taking place outside, it is said to be your external fertilization. So remember, what are the terms which we learned? Reproduction, male and female gamete, zygote, fetus, internal fertilization and external fertilization. And two more terms, apart from internal and external, again two more terms I have to teach you. So those things are oviparous and viviparous. Now oviparous means egg laying animals. Egg laying are what? Which all will lay eggs? Hen will lay egg, snake will lay egg, frog, tortoise, these all what? They will lay eggs. Eggs. That is outside, right? They will fuse, the egg will be let outside and then they will, they will hatch the egg outside and then from the egg only they will get your embryo. Viviparous means inside, that is humans. Where like in your mother's womb only all will be there, later on only we will be born out. So where is the development taking place? Inside the stomach, that is inside the body. So that is your viviparous. Okay, egg without egg. You understanding? What are the difference? Oviparous and viviparous. Now these are the important terms which you are supposed to learn under reproduction in animal. I hope you understand this. If you are not understanding, please text in the group. I will clarify your doubts. And the same chapter is repeated in your 10th standard where I will explain still more in detail. Thank you, children.